Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, Mitch McConnell's in the news again for freezing up on stage while answering questions. And yes, this did happen about a month ago. Same thing, too, is just in the middle of answering questions, just sort of locked up. An aide comes by and gets him okay. He answers a few more questions and he leaves. And this is raising questions and commentary about term limits and age limits for serving in politics. And this happens anytime we have someone who's elderly having physical or health issues while they're in office. Dianne Feinstein's another one who's serving right now who has these sort of questions brought up about her. People bring it up about Biden all the time. Um, Before this, this is still a thing that happens all the time. My home state had Strom Thurmond, the oldest senator of all time, and people brought it up then with him too. And then with the term limits and stuff like that, we can only elect presidents in for 2 terms, but you can be in office for a long time, just in different positions, stuff like that. And I have some weird thoughts when it comes to all of this. People say that I'm against the age limit thing because I, voted for Biden or I support him, and I've criticized him a lot. And my whole thing about you shouldn't have age limits is it has nothing to do with him, and it's just about, well, it's a discrimination thing. Age isn't something we should be afraid of, and people age differently. You get some people who are in their 90s who are still very alert and aware, and you get some people who in their late 50s start to have these kind of mental degradations and lapses in memory and judgment that start to happen. It's People are really different. We're all built different and we all take care of ourselves in different ways. So I don't think we should have necessarily a hard age limit. I think that, to serve in office, you should be able to pass like physical and mental aptitude tests. I mean, when I went to go work at a factory, I had to go pass a test to make sure I could pick up certain amounts of weight and walk for certain amounts of time. So why don't we do that to our, public officials? I think that's a good idea. But that shouldn't be because you're a certain age. That should just be because you're taking this, you're taking a job. And then as far as term limits go, I don't think that that's I don't think you should be in office for this long, as some of these people do, like they're career politicians, but they're taking advantage of, frankly, your apathy. Like, we should start running. We need new blood in politics. If there's nobody who's going to take these positions, then of course you're just going to vote in the people who are in these chairs because I mean, most people look at politics as just a team sport. It's, are you blue team or are you red team? It's has nothing to do with putting people in these positions who you want to pass laws or you want to change things. It's just my team's winning. So maybe that's on us. We shouldn't have to make the government pass laws so we can run it better. We should just take some personal responsibility with our politicians. Either vote in people new who are going to pass laws you want, or, run yourself. And you don't have to take these, really high positions first. You always start small, start local, community, maybe run for a city council position, move up in the ranks. And I mean, that's how these guys do it. So, I mean, it's up to us to make this country run better. I think, yeah. I don't think we should have term limits just because I think that that's a cop out. That's an excuse for our personal apathy. A lot of this is just people want to make excuses for not taking personal responsibility and changing the world the way they want it to be. And yeah, I don't think the government should tell us how to vote or who to vote for. That's up to us to make those choices. And hopefully you get that. Now, as far as Mitch McConnell and Dianne Feinstein and you know, I just hope they can make it to the end of their terms, or people, maybe they do those little runoff recall elections, however you want to call it, but we might see one of them pass on camera, and I don't know if the country's ready for that. But I guess until we hear more about it, y'all try to have a good day.